What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Madden NFL 21 Raider franchise here at Pastors Game 2. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. I hope you go ahead, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share. You can share it too. Hit the notification button so you get notified of all the things happening here on the channel. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and we'd like for you to be a part of the journey with us. So this is the last game of the season, and it is against the Denver Broncos. It is basically a meaningless game. Like, we are in the playoffs. We can only stand to hurt ourselves literally by getting injured or something like that in this game. And so I considered actually, sitting some of our guys, but we didn't do it. Anyway, we'll get more into it. Without any further ado, Flojo, you know what to do. Click the music. Yo, we are back in the house, and as I said, last game of the season, Denver Broncos, conference rival. This game is all about the emotions. Like I said, it doesn't really matter for the statistics. I think Josh Jacobs is pretty much out of the running. Here you see Colin Kaepernick's numbers for MVP. He may be able to get Offensive Player of the Year. Maybe, I don't know. We actually probably have the quarterback or the receiver Ruggs might be closing in on some award somewhere, but not a whole lot happening in this game from a stakes point of view, again, except for injuries. We are going to play our guys though, just because we gotta go into the playoffs ready to do our thing. You know what I mean? Like, we can't be slowing down. That's a nice play by McMillan, knocking the ball down there, number 54. And so 3rd and 7, and traditionally, not traditionally, but it seems like the Raiders come out, and that's a sack by Max Crosby again, ending the season the way he started it. Max Crosby always seems to get a big play early. It seems like early in the game we're able to get some nice plays. Maybe the game is kind of set up to sort of make these adjustments throughout the game. So we're doing things that work early, and then they counter those every game. I don't know, but we're able to get 3 and out pretty much at the start of the game every game. So there's Clifton Saban, a rookie, having a decent year, much more passing and much more, what's the word here, kind of an offense that has shifted to passing more in this year. It might not seem like it because Josh Jacobs quietly still has a big year, but we've definitely been throwing the ball more, as you guys have heard. If you've been listening in on the show, nice pass. Oh no, that's a drop. If you've been listening in, we've been talking about the passes and how Josh Jacobs has been featured less. We're in this game without Bryan Edwards, our number 1 receiver, basically. And he is injured for the next 6 weeks, and so we don't know what we're going to do with that. And so the Raiders are 3 and out in this play, and so we're stuck at 0-0. Almost got a coffin kick there, but rolls into the end zone for the touchback. Colin Kaepernick fakes it to Melvin Gordon. I thought he gave it to him, and gets the catch over to the right to number 86. That's Darren Waller, the ex-Raider, who I'm sure would love to have a great game against his former team today, who was ceremoniously dismissed after a little bit of controversy, but ultimately we needed to give away a good potential player in order to get stronger on the offensive line and to cover up the strong safety position that we had traded Harrison Smith in with earlier. So Darren Waller was traded, and honestly, we haven't looked back. I thought, ooh, and that's a drop. That's lots going on that play. I was faked out by the handoff, and then in the pass over the middle, but it just didn't happen. Passing caught by Melvin Gordon on the left-hand side there. But yeah, so Darren Waller probably would love to have a big game, maybe get to the end zone this game. We'll see if we can keep him out of the end zone. But really, you know what I'm saying? We want to get the win. We want to stay healthy as we get ready to face whoever we're going to face in the playoffs. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. And there's Melvin Gordon with the first down, and the Denver Broncos have a guy that goes down on the injury. So the score is still 0-0 with 2 minutes 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's call a little bit of the game here. And so that's a pass and catch to number 86. I believe that is Darren Waller with his second catch on the day. That's a 4-yard catch though. So 2nd and 6, 220, and Max Crosby comes in with the second sack of the day. No, that's not Max Crosby. That's Cantrell, the rookie, the first round draft pick, comes in and makes a play, and that's an interception by Alex Bond, the other rookie. And just like that, back-to-back plays by first round draft picks. Brent Cantrell makes the nice sack, and then right after that, Alex Bond shows up and says, "Don't throw it, bruh, not my way." And so Alex Bonds with the interception. I thought about that Drake song real quick, but I can't remember how it goes. Anyway, with is it Drake? I don't know who sang that song. Baby, won't you come my way? I don't know. I can't think what it is. Anyway, I don't know why I said that, but I was laughing about it because of anyway, the things in my head. I wish I could just share it with y'all, and then you would enjoy it as well. But I can't. So let's get back to the game. Josh Jacobs. Okay, so the offensive coordinator was like, "Hey man, you need to sit Josh Jacobs, otherwise he's gonna be tired through the playoffs." I don't know what that means. With the nice spin, I don't know what that means. I don't know if the game is going to make him less effective in the playoffs because we played him in this game because of that warning. I don't know. There's a pass over the middle to Henry Ruggs. Nice pass and catch. So first down and goal. The Raiders can get in here after the interception. Can they cover? Oh, Josh Jacobs couldn't get around the corner. That's going to be second down and goal. And Jacobs, ooh, that should be a touchdown. He rolled in, but it's on the 1 in inches, basically. Third and goal. And that's a touchdown by none other than JJ, Josh Jacobs, number 28 for the Vegas Raiders. Gets a touchdown, 1,500-yard season, 1,500-yard plus season. And, you know, again, for him to not be featured and still have 1,500 yards, if you think about that, that's 16 games. That's almost 100 yards a game. That's pretty good. He's averaging. And for him to get 100 yards and not be basically the feature of the offense is kind of insane when you really think about it. So there's Melvin Gordon with all kinds of space, and that's an open field tackle done by Jackson, who's just been amazing for us. I think he's played significantly better than Harrison Smith has. I just seem like I've called his number significantly more. He's made a lot more plays, definitely been present for tackles. I mean, you know, he was you know, touted as a less quality strong safety, but he's really come in and filled the gap for us, and that's almost a sack. So I'm really happy with Jackson. 3rd and 8. And there you are with the short pass. Heath is there to cover Melvin Gordon on the screen pass that doesn't go where they thought it would go after the pressure was coming in. The Raiders are a blitzing defense, and the 3-4, the whole thing about the 3-4 is that you don't know where the blitz will come from, and sometimes we'll come up and we'll bring up the strong safety and make it even more difficult, you know, for all of that. And so The idea is to get pressure, but that means that, you know, you're susceptible to the screen pass, and Heath was there to clean it up for us. There's a punt. We get put on the 1 yard line here after a penalty on the punt. He didn't coffin kick us, but there was a penalty, to blocking in the back that pushed us back. So now we're on the 2 yard line. Picked up 4 yards on that run from Jacobs, and let's see what happens here. Jacobs does get the first and meets the strong safety for the Broncos, but not before getting the first down. That's 34 yards for Josh Jacobs so far, with the 2-minute warning as this first half is coming to a close. Raiders with the lead 7-0. Let's see what happens in these last 2 minutes. Play action pass, looking over the middle, ooh, and that's intercepted. The pass was behind his target. It was Renfro, who didn't have his man completely beat, but you watch this play, he throws it behind him. If he throws it in front of him, maybe he has a chance to make a play on that. Maybe he catches it and gets hit and gets the ball loose, but since the throw is behind the target, it's intercepted, and so the Broncos come to the field with a shorter field, 42 yards to go for the touchdown, and that's a comeback pass that was received by the Broncos. Oh no, it wasn't. Looks 2nd and 10. Looks like it was dropped. Don't know why we didn't get that full play. And that's a pass over to Darren Waller, and can we stop him? No. And so Darren Waller, I'm sure he's excited. He scores on the former team, lets them know what they are missing. And that is kind of what we're missing. We have a tight end who's doing great with catching the rock, but Darren Waller is about the catch and the run after the catch, just like you saw there. And we don't have that with our tight end. But with all that being said, you know, we still feel pretty good about Foster Moreau. But that's a good play by Darren Waller. You know, that's kind of what he does. We can't be mad at him. It's kind of cool to see that he's fitting in and doing his thing, because I really do like Darren Waller. I hope that he does well. I hate that he's traded to the Broncos, though. That means that we're going to see him twice a year, so long as he's there. 1st down and 10, and now the score is tied. Pass to the flat to Josh Jacobs, who steps out of bounds before getting up the field. Gets no gain on that pass. That's 0 yards. And throws out of the sack. If there's anything that Saban needs, he probably needs to be able to release the ball a little bit quicker. That's a pass to the nice catch by Henry Ruggs, keeping both feet in bounds. Henry Ruggs is coming along as a player for us, man. He had a monster game last game against, who did we play? That was against the Dallas Cowboys. And there's Ruggs. He's wide. He's open. So is Triangle. And so is Foster Moreau, who lets him know, hey, I got skills too, Darren Waller. Come see me. 43-yard pass by Saban to Foster Moreau, to the tight end. Letting them know the Raiders are doing just fine without him. And that's a catch by Henry Ruggs. Nice catch, nice play, nice touchdown. Henry Ruggs is just making spectacular play after spectacular play. Saban throws it up, and you see that Ruggs kind of slows down and jumps and plays the ball. I really like the way those animations are kind of playing out in Madden this year. I don't know if it was that way last year, but you can see where the receiver's kind of conscious of the ball and slows down a little bit to play where the ball is, and I appreciate that. Oh, they're going to decide whether this is a touchdown or not. Ooh, his knee does go down just before the pylon. Knee down. Is he? Ooh, they're going to probably take that back and give us inches. Give us 1st and inches on that. And there it is, 1st and goal. So you know who this is going to. Number 28 will probably get in for his 2nd touchdown, and he does. That's a shame. Dang. Henry Ruggs, I wish we could have gave you the touchdown on that, bruh. But we do get the touchdown all the same. 14-7 by the Vegas Raiders, taking the lead over the Denver Broncos in this game. probably should have played Antoine Cumberland just to see what he's got. But we didn't do that. We did not do that. 39 seconds left in the first half. Let's see what happens. Darren Waller, also another target and another catch. Colin Kaepernick and Darren Waller seem to be connecting quite nicely. There's a pass over the middle, cross pattern to number 17. I believe that's Judy, who makes the catch. First and 10, 28 seconds left. There's Melvin Gordon with the play action pass, and that looked like it could have been intercepted. Alex Bonds is there to break up the play. 24 seconds left in the half. Kaepernick rolls out to the left-hand side looking for somewhere to go. Doesn't have it. Turns the corner and busts up the sideline. Able to pick up some yardage. 14 yards on that play. 35-yard line. End of the second quarter. 16 seconds left. First and 10. Denver's looking to score. And they pass over to the right, and they find number 10. That's Judy. So number 17 was probably, I don't know who number 17 was earlier. So the Broncos have to go for the field goal. They do. They get the field goal at the end of the first half, and that's going to make the score 14-10. I believe the Raiders are going to come out and run one play here to get it going. Yeah, they do run one play. There's the one play, and that'll take us into halftime. This is a late game, and so since it's the end of the season, we're probably only going to have a couple teams to review in halftime, so we'll probably get back to action pretty quickly. But so far, Raiders looking pretty good. Again, a meaningless game other than the fact that we hate the Broncos because they're interconference rivals. 103 yards passing, 37 yards rushing, and an interception already by Saban, who has been interception heavy lately. We hope we don't run into that going into the playoffs. New England against the Jets. New England is top team in the NFL, 11-4. I guess we're tied for that actually. And they take on the Jets. And look like, did they lose that? I missed the score on that. I was talking too much. Bears. The Bears lose against the Vikings, and that means the Bears, I think, are out of the playoffs with that loss right there. And sorry about that, fellas. You want that 9-7 at least to get you in the playoffs, and it didn't happen. So the Raiders come out in the second half with the ball first. Looking at a couple plays here. Josh Jacobs able to get into the end zone. Some conversation around the locker room in the Raider Nation. Ooh, that's a nice catch by Josh Jacobs. Almost batted down. Man, he squeezed that in. Got it done. So conversation around the locker room is just hype, man. Everybody's ready to just go ahead and get the playoffs started. You know, kind of wish we could just skip this game and go straight to the playoffs. We don't know who our opponent is, though. So it could be the Patriots. It could be the Ravens. It could be the Jets. Ooh, nice plays. I see you, Hunter Renfrow, out here with the shakes. So we don't know who our opponent is. At 300 passing yards. Did I say 3,000 passing yards? What was that? 300 receiving yards this season, I think it said, for Hunter Renfrow. And the Raiders moving down the field. Yeah, but we're excited to get started on the playoffs, man. I mean, you know, it's interesting because this team, I don't feel great about this team. I felt much better at this point about last year's team than I do this team. I feel like we're good on defense. We've got good players everywhere. I mean, on defense. Yeah, good players everywhere on defense. Josh Jacobs tries to get in, doesn't. And that's going to be first and goal. We've got good corners. They've been making good plays so far. And that's a touchdown by Josh Jacobs up the middle. His third touchdown of the day. Maybe he will. Maybe these touchdowns will put him in the MVP conversation statistically. I don't know. Anyway, we've got good players everywhere. We got decent corners. You know, they're making plays. We've got a good safety. Actually, both of our safeties have been playing well. Demarius Randall has had stints where he's done extremely well and come up and provide some good run support, and so has Kendall Jackson. And then on the linebacker front, well, really that's where we've got We've got McMillan who has played well. We've got Littleton who's played well, but we haven't seen what we need to see out of that middle linebacker position, and that's the one who's hurting us a little bit. I want to see if we can get some better pass coverage on the short passes with those middle linebackers. You see, like right there on that play call, we're calling those hook zones. They're going out a little far, so we got to figure out how we're going to cover those middle lanes and those short passes. And then the offensive line, Hurst has been well, Max Crosby has been well. So we've had good talent on every level of the defense going into the playoffs, which is huge. That's what you need. And then offensively, of course, Josh Jacobs is our best player on the team, but we're not even featuring him. And Henry Ruggs is coming along extremely well, and so is Brian Edwards, who we won't have. So. And then Saban is just the guy who he's going to be accurate and throw the ball right, or he's going to miss and throw interceptions. And I think it's probably going to come down to how well the quarterback play is, which I suppose is a lot like it was last year. We were worried that Derek Carr wouldn't come through, and that's a nice pass over to the right to number 10, Judy. Go. Melvin Gordon took Mullen. He said, "Stop running so hard. You need to slow down." And he shook the mess out of him. There's Melvin Gordon again, trying to run, and there's Jackson there with the good run support again, showing up on the stat line and in the play. And that's a quick third quarter. The Raiders winning 21-10. So yeah, I think we feel good. We're fast enough that we may be able to try to stick with a player like, someone like Baltimore, who took us out last year. It was such a tough game for us to go through, who ended our Super Bowl hopes in the overtime of last year. If you haven't seen that game, you should go back, take a look at the playoff game against the Baltimore Ravens last year. It's entertaining. I think you should watch it. It was a good game. It's a good game to watch, good game to play. Oh, Max Crosby almost there and doesn't get there, but close. Very close. Pass underneath to Melvin Gordon. That's 3rd and 8. Does he get the first on that? He's right at the line. He doesn't. That's 4th and inches. Are they going to go for this, or are they going to kick the ball? And that's going to be a field goal. Boop. And that's a good kick for the Denver Broncos. So I got a little distracted there for a second, checking my phone and such. It's beeping at me. Saban comes back out, 21-13. 5 minutes left in this game. We should be able to take this home. Take care of the rock. Take care of the rock, and let's see what play we call here. I don't know why this is in the cut. Normally I would cut this out, but I must have missed that cut. So here we are, the Raiders with the ball to, man, he should just kept going outside. So he's got really good elusiveness, but his stop and go is just so not good. Here's a screen pass looking to find Josh Jacobs. He does get out of trouble there. Looks like the guy was there to play the screen. He did get a couple yards on that. 320 yards for Saban. Okay, that's what that was before. He's already passed 300 yards passing in this game. Josh Jacobs. Ooh, that's an injury to Rod Hudson. That's our all-pro center. We've already... And so no, we have our other guy back, but that could be huge. That could be huge for us on that. He is the guy. Ooh, nice pass to Henry Ruggs, but Hudson could be a huge guy. He's the guy who pretty much opens the hole up, and looks like Hudson's going to be out for the rest of the game. Could be a big one. It's a pass over the middle to DeValve. That's not cool. We need Hudson. We don't have a good backup at center, and we need him to do his thing for sure. We need him to do his thing. Okay, so here we have first and 10 on the 10-yard line, and Saban looking to get in there. Does he? Ooh, he gets smashed right at the, oh, they say inches. I should have slid. I wonder if I would have slid if he would have gotten in or not. Jacobs doesn't get in. That's 3rd and 1. And this is where we might miss Hudson. No, we don't. Right up the middle with Josh Jacobs with his, I think that's his 4th touchdown. He has all the touchdowns for the Raiders today. Josh Jacobs with a huge touchdown day. And that's going to put the Raiders up 28-10. Yeah, I think every touchdown has been a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Melvin Gordon on the sideline trying to figure out where his touchdowns are. Yeah, man, you ain't gonna get it. Yeah, I don't know where they are. You left them. I don't know. You got to figure that out. Talk to your team. 2 minutes left in this game. We're probably going to go ahead and take this one home. Here's Kaepernick over the middle to his tight end. I believe that's the tight end, and they go with a no huddle. Kaepernick rolls out, finds Melvin Gordon, and he is taken down by number 24, Jonathan Abram, who's been a solid tackler for us in this game. Another no huddle play. Kaepernick rolls to the right, gets some pressure by number 54, McMillan, and that's a 2nd and 10. And so Kaepernick looking to make a play here, finds his guy underneath. That's number 17, it looked like. And so 3rd and 11, that's 3rd and long, and so the defense is ready for the pass. Hopefully they go deep, and Kaepernick is completely inaccurate. So 4th and 10, they have to go for it, and that's intercepted by LaMarcus Joyner, who does not take it all the way back, but does get the play, and that just might seal the deal for the Vegas Raiders. We ought to just go ahead and run this ball, kill the clock, and go out on the high of a win. Interception, and that's a flag. Number 50 probably is the guy holding. This is the guy that came in for Hudson. We got to make sure that this center, we're gonna have to take a look at our offensive line in the playoffs to make sure that we are good to go. Looks like we're gonna do a pass play here with 58 seconds to go. They do pass it. They do find Henry Ruggs. That's what I was talking about before. Like, it's hard to turn up, and he has turned up the field. And Ruggs is supposed to have the trait of being able to catch this and turn up, and he just doesn't. So I don't know what good that trait is if it's not good for that. And so here we are. Ooh, we go for the. Oh, and Ruggs didn't even jump for the ball, and that means that Geathers is there to get the interception in the end zone. And man, that would be garbage if the last play of the year for the Raider rookie is an interception. That would be no bueno. But that is an interception, and it very well may be the last play of the year for the rookie. That's not the taste you want in your mouth as you go into the playoffs. So here, let's see what happens here. 1st and 10. Of course, the Broncos are going to probably try to push it. They pass it to Gordon. They're not going to just run the clock out here. 30 seconds. Kaepernick rolls out and is brought down by Max Crosby, but not before he gets the first down. So that's 1st and 10, 23 seconds left in the game. Kaepernick with the play action pass goes deep, and that's intercepted by Mullen. And all 3 of the corners in this game have had their chance with an interception. Alex Bonds with it, I believe, had an interception earlier, then LaMarcus Joyner, and now Mullen. All of them have taken their turns, and so the quarterback, the rook, gets another shot at basically ending this season with a better play. And so we got single coverage on the left. We throw it to Ruggs, and he does not get it. We still have that same single coverage. They are not afraid of Ruggs, and so the pass was overthrown there. And so last play of the year, one more throw, and Henry Ruggs with the catch. Let's go, number 11. Henry Ruggs with the 41-yard touchdown contested. And that's going to be a touchdown for him, and that's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to end the year. Man, he thought it was going to end on an interception. He ends on a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Great game. Josh Jacobs with 4 touchdowns and 1 touchdown pass to Ruggs. Defense played well, got a sack, got 3 interceptions, and all in all, that is a solid play. It's a solid game right there, 34-13, and good energies going into the playoffs. That's a fun win. That's a fun game. Colin Kaepernick, you have not lived up to the bill in Bronco land. I wonder how long your time will be there. If it were me, you would be on your way out, my friend. Let's take a look at some of the statistics in this game. We see that Clifton Saban, let me get it back there. Yes, Clifton Saban is 272 yards, 16 for 24. 66% is about what he's been completing at through 2 interceptions, although one of them right there at the end, and it was kind of garbage time and just kind of threw the ball up there. Josh Jacobs with 4 touchdowns, but only 60 yards rushing. That's not going to really do it for him, I don't think, for the MVP, but still, Josh Jacobs is someone that we keep talking about, and so you got to deal with. Henry Ruggs, huge game today, 7 catches, 137 yards, 1 touchdown, should have been 2 touchdowns, some amazing plays. Henry Ruggs quickly becoming the number 1 guy, and then Alex Bonds, the rookie, leads all tackles, gets the interception. Alex Bonds, man, he's got to be making a case for Defensive Rookie of the Year because that boy has been doing his thing. All right, man, you guys should stick around for the preview on this one. It's a little bit of a longer one. We do a playoff preview and find out who we're going to be up against. And but if you don't want to do that, then I'll see you next week. Like and subscribe, and I will see ya when I see ya. Have a good one. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the preview of the Season 2 playoffs for the Raiders in this Madden NFL 21 franchise. Man, this has been a fun season. Lots of fun games, lots of fun outcomes. You see we're upgrading some players here. Max Crosby, Clifton Saban also gets a little upgrade in this one. I think he's done pretty well for a rookie. He's about to end this season with with an 80 overall, probably a 78 overall. Oh, yes, a 77 overall, but the morality is taking him up to 80 right now. The morale is taking him to 80 right now. But it's been a fun season, man. This has been a fun season, and here we got the offensive coordinator kind of telling us, hey, you didn't sit Josh Jacobs, and so it was good for his morale, but he may be injured. Maybe more injured, or not injured, maybe more tired in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens with that. And then you got the offensive coordinator who, we did handle Von Miller pretty well. And so the quarterback gets an upgrade in this one as well. So we're advancing the week, but yeah, excited to find out who we're going to play this week. But let's take a look at some of the league rewards. And so it looks like MVP of the year went to Matt Ryan, and the coach of the year went to Dan Quinn, which the Atlanta Falcons are the number 1 team in the NFL. Look like Baker Mayfield got offensive player of the year for the AFC. And then Von Miller, which is interesting, got defensive player of the year. And there it is, Matt Ziegler and Saban, the top 2 players for offensive rookies of the year. I'll bet the game that they probably played into that. Alex Bonds does get Defensive Rookie of the Year, as well he should. The dude just played lights out. Probably, without a doubt, the best pick of on our team last year. And then of course you get the best quarterback, best running back. There's Josh Jacobs. Henry Ruggs comes up as best wide receiver in the in the whole AFC. Beating out several top tier players there, so you can pause it and take a look at that if you want. Offensive lineman Trent Brown and Hudson, who we got to look and see what his injury is like. JJ Watt comes through with the best defensive lineman, and so man, that's what we're looking at. Alex Bond shows up number 3 on the list of best defensive back for AFC, and there's 2 or 3 Raiders in that list. So that's what's up. Let's take a look at some of the statistics. We see Matt Ryan with the most yards, and I think he's got the most touchdowns too. Yeah, I think he's got the most touchdowns as well. Josh Jacobs beats out Ezekiel Elliott for the most rushing yards this season, 1,595 again. Such a understated season for Josh Jacobs, but still monster numbers for him. Julio Jones leads in receptions leads in yards, and Henry Ruggs is number 4. 1, 2, 3. Number 3. Henry Ruggs showed up number 3 on the list on most receiving yards. That's a surprise to me. And then Henry Ruggs with 13 touchdowns. So we can see how, again, quietly he kind of moved up the deal. The Raiders has just been playing well. So we've got a good defensive back, got the best running back, and we've got a top 5 receiver on our team statistically. Edmonds shows up, gets the most tackles here, and you can kind of look through there and see who the tackles are. Let's see who's on the sacks. I don't know why Max Crosby is not in this list. I know that he has at least 8 sacks, and he's nowhere in the list. And so that's frustrating. We are able to upgrade our fullback a little bit at the end, and so we see he's got +3 in catching, and he's a star dev. I wonder if there's something we can do with him. Of course, Henry Ruggs, who's an 86 receiver now, getting better and better by the day, goes deep and gets some love on the medium route. Everything else is predominantly, it's okay. Ruggs, 98 speed, 98 acceleration. Man, I'm telling you, this dude is going to be something once we get going with him. He's got one more depth trait to get. He's 86, but the morale is taking him up there. So once we get him to a true 85, then we'll unlock that other deal. And this is who we're up against next week. The big one, the Raiders against the Ravens. We still had the ghost of the Ravens continue to haunt us. We got to deal with these guys. They beat us in the playoffs. I can't remember. I think we won earlier this year. Maybe. I can't remember if they beat us earlier this year or not. But this one is for the marbles. We will be playing against the Baltimore Ravens. We'll get a picture of the full playoff picture, the full playoff sort of playoff tree, I guess, soon here. But man, you guys know the Ravens if you've been following us, man. The big addition for them is Alvin Kamara on the offense. It just makes them very tough to deal with on the run. You never know what's going to happen with whether they're going to actually hand that ball off, or Lamar Jackson's going to do his thing. They're pretty good on defense. They have star players on every level of the defense. And so here's a look at the playoffs. We got the Raiders and the Ravens, Saints and Falcons. The Chiefs do get into the game, and then we got the Browns and the Cowboys. And so that's going to do it. Man, fun season so far. Looking forward to the playoff run. Excited to go ahead and exact some revenge on the Ravens. I don't know. We may do this on a live stream. I haven't decided yet. Either way, stay tuned, subscribe, like, and you will be in the know. And I will see you when I see you. It's your boy. Peace out.